Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I want this space to be an encouraging place for your journey. I also want this space to be a community to support your journey because we're not meant to journey alone. Now today, I want to encourage you how your individual journey is an inspirational story. Now what does that mean? It just means we don't have to be in the media, you don't have to be in the news, you don't have to be a viral video, you don't have to be a big time business owner, you don't have to be an elite athlete to be known, to be followed, right? It's just living your day to day, your everyday actions can ripple effect, create an impact, and inspire others. Now, how does that look like? Well, it kind of spreads down into two different things, but I want to kind of go back a little bit to where I was blogging. I had a blog called Life Fitness, but life was an acronym standing for Living Inspiration for Everyone. Meaning, just the way that you lived, you can inspire anybody and everybody at all times just by being consistent in your life, being persistent in your life, never giving up, never giving in, whatever that is, right? So if it's something you're pursuing, a skill set, a hobby, any type of just unique thing, or it could be bigger, right? Going into some sort of career, schooling, starting a business, more stuff, or going through some hardships and struggles to inspire people that you're still going in life. So that blog, I would tie in faith as well as some fitness, because those are also two very important areas of our lives where we can learn a lot on our journey in life. Now, and two things I want to take away from today, how your individual journey is an inspirational story, is number one, is you are pursuing some sort of new habit, right? So it could be exercise, kind of going back to the blog, right? And you just show up to the gym every day, right? No matter what your weight is at, no matter your skill level, no matter your ability, you show up to the gym and you're in there for 30 minutes to an hour or however it is, and you keep going day in and day out. And you just don't know who's watching you. They inspire them, right? Sometimes you would think, yes, the elite athletes will inspire the young ones or other individuals, but sometimes someone's more like them, they gravitate more towards them. Okay, so it could be like that, learning instruments, right? Music of any kinds, or cooking, which actually another thing I'm trying to get better at. My wife's been introducing me to. So got a Blackstone grill, learn how to cook a little bit better, which would be very beneficial for our family. Actually grilling burgers later on today, which are always great, smash burgers. And so when you're doing these things, it could be inspiring to other people. Because also, it doesn't mean you have to try hard, you just keep going. All right, another aspect of this inspiring others is you could be going through some sort of circumstances, trials, hardships, whatever it could be, right? But let's say you're a single parent, but you're inspiring other single parents by pursuing your hobbies of interests. You're not giving up, you're loving on your children. Let's say you're between a career lull, or your career is stalled out, you get fired from a job, or you're trying to reinvent yourself, trying to understand what your purpose is, which that's something too we'll talk about on this channel, is purpose and meaning. So that could be something. Or another thing too, a lot of people can relate to is injuries. So I'll talk about orthopedic injuries. Let's say you had a Tommy John, UCL surgery to ACL surgery, to something with your ankle, low back, etc. And athletes are inspired by other athletes that kind of go through that long, arduous process, because there's one thing from just getting back to normal, normalizing strength and function and general fitness, but then getting back to being on the football field or throwing a baseball 100 miles an hour, right? So you can get back to full function in the elbow and strength, but then being ballistic through the arm. And then having the conditioning to do that again and again and again. So when you take all of that, a hobby, a skill, a task you're learning, do something circumstantial, but all you're doing is you're getting out of bed every day. You're brushing your teeth, you're putting on your clothes, and you're going to the gym, or you're taking your kids to daycare, you're applying for jobs, and at the same time, you're staying steadfast and immovable, and knowing that the result will come down the line. And that's to understand the biggest picture about your journey. Your journey is not just about the outcome. We focus on that so much when it comes to our journey and the results, the destination, right? But really, ultimately, it's about what you overcome and what you become along the way, and also what you learn. So There's gonna be obstacles, trials, and hardships, some minor, some pretty big, okay? But when you overcome them, it builds confidence, okay? And then you also learn that you become a slightly different person, but more refined and transformed and ready to be a better individual. And those things are really great. And so when you understand how to overcome those trials and hardships and learn those lessons, you become a different individual. So when you're at that finish line or a temporary pause in your journey, okay, or it's not fully a destination, but you look back of what you overcame and who you become, and those things inspire people. That's what inspires people the most, not just the result, not just the outcome. Though we'll strive towards the outcomes, but no, it's all about what you overcome and what you become. And as you do that, you inspire people. In the end, what you're inspiring them to, you're inspiring them to act. So I end with this. No matter what, okay, in life, it's not about knowing more. All you have to do is just get up, keep going, and keep growing. And just know how your individual journey is an inspirational story. So I hope that video encouraged you guys. Please like and subscribe for more encouragement, and share this to other friends and family if it encouraged you, so they can feel encouraged to keep going in life and to keep growing. Thank you guys for watching. All the best, and God bless.